What's up, it's your boy Ill Will, and I'm tapped in with Unplugged.
That girl, she a freak, but she cannot stay with me. I be grinding 90 bands, so I work 5 days a week.
Alright, man, so we're checking in today. We're on episode 8 of Unplugged. First things first, tell us your name and where you're from.
My name is Ill Will. I'm from North Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
Alright. And how old are you?
I'm 20.
20? Alright, and how did you come up with your rap name?
So basically, when I was in high school, we used to all kick it after school, and my homeboy Jarrell house, and his pops he said, "What's your name?" I said, "My name Will." He was like, "Nah, your name ain't Will, it's Ill Will." And that shit really stuck ever since, for real.
Alright, and now I want to kind of deep dive into some things. I met you here in the Met at a party, at an event, and you were performing. But you're here in the Met. You said you're from Myrtle Beach. What have you relocated to the Met? Like, are you living in the Met now?
Yeah, I moved out here about 2 years ago.
And what made you relocate to the Metro, man?
I just wanted some change, for real.
Okay. And how long have you been rapping?
I've been rapping for about dropping music for like 5 years consistently.
5 years. That's a long time. So when you first started, was it in the studio? Was it a home studio?
So when I first started, we were rapping in Spanish class and shit, and for real. And this random ass dude walked up to us and was like, "Hey, I hear y'all rapping. I make beats, and I got a mic and stuff at my house. And if y'all want to come over and record whenever, you can come." So one day after school, we went over there, kicked it with him for a little bit, and he played some beats, and we recorded. Ain't stopped since.
Gotcha. Okay. Are you still recording with him to this day?
Nah, not anymore.
Nah.
He actually stopped making beats and all that.
What?
Yeah, but after he stopped, he sold me the mic. So for 2 little tapes I put after that, it's the same mic I used for the first song.
Man, that's real. That's real. Like nostalgia, like carrying the same mic and everything from the start to now. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So I guess I was gonna ask what made you start rapping, but I guess that kind of wraps that up and answers that question. But you know, there's a lot of rappers right now, and I may be a little blindsided, but there's a lot of rappers right now coming out of the Metro. But what is it like coming out of like Myrtle Beach, kind of a different area? Because people think like that's just a tourist area.
Shit, it really is a whole bunch of tourists out there, but there's a lot of talent down there, for real. But being at the beach, there's also a lot of parties, a lot of people who like playing music all the time, so you never know what you can run into, for real.
Alright. And then who was your favorite rapper growing up?
My favorite rapper growing up is Lil Uzi.
Uzi?
Yeah.
Alright, so you give me your favorite rapper. Give me your top 5.
Top 5? Alright. So really, I got Uzi #1.
Okay.
This ain't like a 1 to 5, just like top 5.
Okay.
So it's gonna be Uzi, Rich the Kid, and
Plug Walk.
Yeah, for real. Youngboy, Roddy Rich, and I don't say Baby now, for real.
Would you say? Hey, I always had this thing in my head where I was like, Richard Kidd was the 4th Negro that never made it.
For real, though, for real.
JoJo, what you think?
Yeah, for sure.
He was like the.
But shit, he tried to make his own little Migos.
Yeah.
Rich.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not mad at him because at the end of the day, he branched off. He got his own little label now. I mean,
Yeah.
Famous Dex just got out of rehab, so yeah. But anyways, let's see. Let's move on. So, favorite rapper from SC right now, outside of yourself, like current rappers. I mean, I hate to put it like this, but alive current rappers right now.
Damn, from SC. Shit.
You got a lot of heat. You got, I mean,
Yeah, I'm probably
mainstream
gonna say PG. For real.
PG
Yeah.
over Zach.
Yeah, I'm going PG over Zach.
All right, now
Music wise.
okay.
But like, I don't know. I feel like I would fuck with Zach more than I fuck with PG in person.
I feel like Zach could teach you a lot more, as far as not just you, but I feel like with any artist, Zach could teach you a lot more about how to get to the bag. I'm not taking nothing from PG, but Zach has been. For the people who don't know, Zach has been doing this shit for years. Like, he ain't lying. He really had this money before rap. But we're not going to get into that. But how do you feel about the South Carolina music scene as far as where things are going from compared to where they came from? Because there was a time where it was just like, all right, you got a couple little bit of people popping off, but whatever. We kind of get looked over. But now, you got producers, you got Nico, you got Jetson, you got Zach. You got PG Rob popping out. One of the people I think doesn't get enough credit anymore, Sean Skrilla. A lot of different people popping out right now. How do you feel about where the South Carolina music scene is going right now? How you fit into it?
I think it's gonna just keep on going up, man. There's so much talent in the net, but really, you just gotta. There's too many people who are trying to stay here. They're not thinking outside the box of where it's gonna be next. So it's really whoever got the next move.
So yeah, let's get into that because I always like to ask rappers, like especially South Carolina rappers, like there's a lot of talent going on in South Carolina, but there's also a lot of hatred, a lot of like bickering, trying to bring people down. Like we're not like Atlanta. We don't help the next man up. We see him, we like, oh, let's tear him down, or let's put this out about him, let's put that out about him. If you were to ever get that type of buzz or type of like following, would you stay in South Carolina or would you leave?
Yeah, when I do get that buzz, I'm definitely heading out to LA.
Now, would you still come back and visit?
For sure, yeah.
Gotcha. All right. And then who in your eyes do you see as a South Carolina music legend? Current, past tense, anybody?
Speaker Knockers, Metro Boomin.
Gotcha. All right. And then, let's see here. If you could sign to any rap label in the game, any rap label, QC, you got Empire, you got a lot, the new 1017. If any
man,
label,
look, man, just put that Rich Forever chain around my neck, man. I'll be out there.
Rich Forever?
Yeah.
All right. So, let's see. Let's go ahead and move on to the next question. Hardest part about being a rapper in South Carolina?
Trying to get somebody to look at you in South Carolina.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, guys, all I can say with that one, if you're out here listening, networking is key. And that is definitely what Unplugged is about. That's what Unplugged is founded on, is networking. So I feel like South Carolina just needs to do a little bit more networking. And we'll be somewhere near where Atlanta is doing right now. But until we actually get the mindset to work together, it's not going to work. But let's see here. Any artists in South Carolina that you could see yourself working with?
So, any artist in South Carolina I can see myself working with? Like that. Definitely some local artists like Bankroll. He was just on the show.
Bankroll Juice, shout out Bankroll Juice.
Yeah, got some stuff with Backpack.
Backpack,
Trying to get some stuff with Blue Bills.
Blue Bills, definitely.
Yeah.
We recently had Blue Bills on the show. Definitely a dope artist. Like I said, we're about networking. So after the show, if I can try to connect y'all, I definitely will.
Oh, yeah.
All right. What was it like crafting your last project? Because I like to really get into the mind of the artist as far as like the creative project, the creative process of actually creating things. Because some artists just like, all right, I went in there, or they recorded a bunch of songs over a time period, and then they were just like, all right, cool, these are the ones that's hard. But some people really go in and be like, all right, I got these 30 days I'm going to try to squish this into. Like, what was the creative process like for you with your last project?
So really with just the beginning, it was crafted over about 2 years of making music because I was just putting out singles here and there, like videos, and I just wanted to make my first actual like album. So the first song I recorded back in 2019 for real, and I was just going through and making sure all of them were perfect before I put them out.
All right. So now I want to go ahead and move on to the segment of the interview where we get your favorite artist, we got some lyrics, I'm going to start them off, and we're going to see if you can finish them.
All right.
So we reached out to you, for those of you all who've never been on Unplugged, we always reach out to the artist ahead of time. So we reached out to Ill Will, his favorite artist is Lil Uzi. So I got the lyrics, we're going to see what you know. All right, so the first lyric is, shoulda saw the way she looked me in my eye, and then boom.
I'm not afraid to die.
Close. She said, "Baby, I am not afraid to die." All right, that's close. All right, so let's go a little bit deeper into the catalog. Yeah, all right. You was right, I was wrong.
Shoulda never ever took it home.
All right, bet. All right, so the next one is, sometimes I think too much, wish that I think less.
When you lie to me, that's not English.
What's the name of the song?
Damn, I don't know.
By Lil Uzi. All right, well that was definitely tough. I didn't expect you to know all of them, but that was hard, especially not the last one. That was hard. All right, let's go ahead and move on. Let's see here. Now, you've been rapping for 5 years. I'm sure you dropped some visuals in that time period. As far as shooting videos, who is your favorite videographer to go to? Like, after you record a song, you're like, yeah, this is the one I'm going to push, this one I want to shoot a video to. Who's your go-to videographer?
Cam Mac Visuals.
Okay. All right. Shout out to Cam Mac Visuals.
Sure.
And how do you like performing? Because I've seen you perform at a couple places.
Well, I love performing. That's my favorite thing to do, man. For real. I just love getting out with the mic in my hand, just going crazy.
Now, was that something that you had to grow into? Because there's a lot of artists and even DJs, even just speaking from my own experience. When I first started DJing, I didn't want to get on the mic at all. Like, I was like, I had stage fright. So, like, was it kind of like a growing thing for you, or were you always like, the first time you performed, you was like, all right, I'm about to rock out?
Yeah, well, I've been performing since I was like a little kid, like being in the church choir, being in chorus, all that stuff.
So you got some musical background from church.
Yeah, man, I love music, for real.
Now, with you being from Myrtle Beach, like you said, it's a big tourist area. Have you ever performed at any of the clubs there?
I haven't actually never performed at any clubs in Myrtle Beach.
Do you plan on it?
Yeah, for sure. Just house party and stuff out there.
Okay. Man, but shoot, people don't know house parties in Myrtle Beach get.
I used to throw some parties at my house, no lie, we have at least 100 people in there.
Like, I don't know, like, I feel like South Carolina is South Carolina is one of them places, like, you'd be like, all right, party at my house in the backyard. It'll start off with 10 people, and then 20 to 30, and then you packed out, and it's like, damn, where'd all the beers go? Like, that's just how it is. But let's move on. Let's see. Do you prefer a home studio or an actual studio?
A professional studio.
Why?
It made me feel more comfortable, like, and I know it's gonna come out great every time I'm in there.
I mean, I feel you, but I feel like there's a lot of hits made at home.
Oh, for sure, there is. And I'm not knocking anybody who does do it at home, but I just feel more comfortable in the studio.
Favorite South Carolina studio to record at?
God Sounds.
God Sound. Okay. Shout out God Sound.
Yeah, shout out.
For those of you all who may be watching in South Carolina, or if you're watching from any other area, you got in the metro, we got God Sounds, we got Quantum, we got 5 Stars, so definitely check them out. I've only heard good things about God Sound, so keep up the good work.
Yeah, shout out Need to Geek for real.
All right, and then favorite place to travel.
Back home in North Myrtle Beach, man, for real.
All right, and then if you were, let's see here. All right, so if you were to blow up, you've been in the game, let's say 3-4 years now. Would you branch out and create your own like label, like a lot of artists do, or do you feel like you would just kind of stay up under the label you're under?
Yeah, for sure. When I blow up, I'm definitely gonna branch out and make my own label. It's already kind of in the works. It's gonna be called Sunny Heights. I got a couple artists. Already know what time it is with it.
Okay. All right. Well, that's it for the interview, man. We definitely appreciate you coming through. It's Unplugged. We're checking out.